Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Hello, everybody. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm sorry for being late. You know how that is. It's just I was determined. Brittany. Hey, Marzel. Thank you for joining us. Karen, hello. Lasheen, hello. Brittany. Chloe, Reno. Good evening. We are planning your wedding, I know. Uh, Anne Marie, hello. Thank you for joining us. Juanita, hey, Angela, thank you for joining us. Harriet, hello. Good to see you. Rebecca and Tawana, I think I'm still mad with you. Edna, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Hey, Miss Exclusives, glad to have you on this evening. Linda, listen, Linda, listen. Hey, Renee Garland. We still have not finished planning your wedding. Hey, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. Denise, hello. Hey, Trinace, my Miss Savannah State. Good to see you. Vanessa, thank you for joining us. Brother Harry, thank you. Glad to have you. And Debbie, I will talk about that in a minute, but good evening to you. Hey, Sandra the artist. Thank you, Sandra, for joining us. Miss Fabrice, thank you. Beverly, hello. Cherry Ann, good evening. Denise, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And yeah, Tawana, it's a new year. And yes, I'm being petty. Yes, I am. Hey, Condolita, good to see you. Hey, Jorge, how to see you. Jamal, good to see you, my brother, Alpha Phi Alpha and Delta Sigma Pi. Joanne, hello. And Vanessa, I'm just saying hello. Edward, thank you for joining us. Joycette, don't be like that. Trudy, good evening. Takoa, hello. Antoinette Swindell, good to see you. Maria, buenas noches, señorita. Hey, one of a kind, Sheikah Berry, hello, good to see you. Ed, ask me that question in a little bit. Barbara Dolores, good evening to you. Raya, thank you, hello. Chelsea, good evening. Angel, hello. Elder Flossie, thank you so much for joining us. Dr. Mulgrave, hello. Thank you for joining us as well. Krista, hello. Hey, my cousin Pam Moms is on. Jeanette is on. And Cynthia Jenkins, the Mayor Pro Tem of Noonan, Georgia, thank you for joining us. Hey, Andrea Hall, Houston, good evening to you. AB, thank you. I'll tell you about the hat a little bit later. Jeremy, thank you for joining us as well. And Angela is on with us. Karen, thank you. Hello, happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining us. Sandra, hello. I'm glad to have you on. I forgot what I was supposed to be, my beverage. Hey, see Nicole, I'm glad that you're on. Maggie, hello. Virgil, hello, good to see you. Beatty, I'm glad you're feeling better. Again, no hate zone. Hey, Tamara Walker, thank you for joining us. Lenora, hello. Jacqueline Stokes, hello. And Alan, we'll talk about that too. Again, Chloe, I don't know how I do it either. Akatunde, man, now I got to get you on. Glenda, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Renee, hello. Good to see you. And Michelle, thank God it is Friday. Hey, Tina, good to see you as well. Rob, I am doing well. Coach, good to see you. Carolyn Scott, thank you for joining us. Marjorie, yes, thank God it is Friday. Charles is ready. Tiero, hello. Patricia, thank you for praying for me. I need people to pray for me. I appreciate that. No, Joan, I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Hey, what am I sipping on? I'm sipping on water, but I don't have any. I just left it. I forgot. So good to see you. Roxy, good evening. No, Akatunde, I'm telling you this. You come on my show, I'm going to come on your show. But I need to be on your show, brother. You're doing some great things. Gina, thank you for joining us. Joey, hello. Good to see you. Sharon Witter, good to see you. And Maggie got her first shot today. We're happy about that. Hope you're doing okay. Felina, hello. Glad to have you in the place as well. Akatunde, look, we could do our shows at the same time. Y'all have got to hear this brother is one of the funniest guys I have ever heard. But he's a good brother. Love him like a brother. Raya, thank you for joining us as well. Patricia, I'll tell you a little bit about it in a little bit. And Roxy, Karen says she got her first shot on Wednesday and she is doing better. And so we're glad about that. Dana, thank you for joining us. Happy Friday. Happy about that. Hey, Loto is on. Thank you, Loto. Maria, thank you. Maquita, hello. Good to see you as well. Rashida, good to see you as well. And I'm glad that you are all, and we'll be with you in a moment. Hey, Joyce, I know I owe you a visit. I'm coming by. I'm rocking some Stevie Wonder for just a moment as I'm doing this. And no, well, Darlene, there's a difference between somebody praying for you and somebody praying on you. So God knows their heart. Kim, good to see you, Kim. Hey, Suave Scott, that's Angie from the DMV. Glad to see you. And Will, why did you move away? I mean, why did you move away? I don't know why. And Tamara, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We'll wait till we'll get to a little over 200, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get into it. Yeah, you know, hey, Net, good to see you. And then sorry about your mom, and we need to catch up. Yvette, good evening. Good, thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, this is my hype music, you know. Now, some of y'all are a little too young to know anything about this. This was Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life, like 1976, 1977. Hey, Penny, good to see you. Andrea, thank you for joining us as well. And so we want to, hey, Roxy, we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Sarah, thank you for joining us as well. Aquila, living in Philly. I don't know why. Well, how's that cold weather working for you, Aquila? That's kind of cold. Sammy, thank you for joining us as well. Again, we appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you spending some time with us. Whoa, Michelle Reed from New York is on. I bow to Michelle Reed. Good to have you on. Thanks for joining us. Karen, thank you. Kenosha, hello as well. And Heather, good to see you as well. Yeah, that's right. I love all of you. Well, Keila, you can come on back. Gloria, good to see you. All right, we can start now because Marsha and Bruce Lieberman are in the house. Dana, thank you for joining us. And Maggie is originally from New York. Hey, good to see Dr. P. Silva. Thank you so much for your support and your mentorship as well. Ethel says good evening from Ohio. And so we send you love from right here in Savannah, Georgia. Hey, Marianne, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So we'll go ahead and we'll get kicked out and we'll get started. If it is Friday, if it's in Savannah, if it's Friday night, if we're in the middle of a pandemic, if we don't have anything else to do, we don't have nowhere we have to be. Hey, Sandra, if we are keeping the faith and we are following the science. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad you like my beard. I thought about cutting it off, so I'm glad you like it because it was getting ready to come off, actually. So, yeah, shout-outs to all the rehabilitated New Yorkers on here as well. But it's Friday. That means it is Friday Night Live. Hey, Garnett, greetings. I am so glad that you're with me on this Friday night. And, again, I'll be short. I'm sorry I was late. What happened was I was in the middle of something. I was actually doing something. Janice, thank you so much. Chloe, so May 16th for the Georgia Queen. I will be there. Hey, Sarita, thank you as well. Elder and Nora, thank you. And Georgette, it is date night. And this is actually the weekend of love. And what ended up happening was, like I said, tonight I had an engagement I had to do, so I was there, and so it was getting close, and I had to go. So I was going to go ahead and I was going to cancel tonight, but then I was talking with my team, and people don't believe it. We have been doing this every week, every week since March the 20th, 2020. Every Friday night since March the 20th, 2020. And so it's my intention to keep this thing going until March the 20th, 2021. And many of you have been with us every single weekend. And again, I am just so gratified by all of you, hanging out with us every week, every single week, every single week, every single week. We've gone from 200 on the low end to almost 2,000 people. Over 40,000 people watch weekly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I heard that, I said, I'm sorry, even if I got to be late, I have got to get back, and we're going to have to figure out something to do. Rockin' Robin all the way from Kansas City. I'm sorry about that game. I was really surprised. I was really going for Kansas City, but I think that Tom Brady has sold his soul to the devil because that man is absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, so we're going to keep it going, and we're going to go through March, and then we'll see where we are. So it's our anniversary, and so I just wanted to show you all some love for that. Again, this is us getting together, and hopefully by March we might be able to do something in person. But what I wanted to really do, it was two things, and I want to talk about love in a minute, but I definitely wanted to do this first. And then as soon as I do this, I just had to do it. I have to do this. I have to do this. So give me 3 seconds, and then I will tell you, because we have to do this, okay? So here it goes. Let's see. All right, here it is. So, today, February the 12th, is the 288th birthday for the city of Savannah, and the 288th birthday for the state of Georgia, founded this day 288 years ago. So we say, happy birthday to the city of Savannah. We are Savannah Strong because we have been around 288 years. Did y'all know that? That 288 years ago today, General James Edward Oglethorpe landed on the good ship Anne at what was called Yamacraw Bluff. And so today we are celebrating Savannah because that's what brings us together. The seaport. So as you see, I have on my Savannah hat. I see our girl is not on tonight to see what's going on. So I don't know what's going on, but Marissa, I have my Savannah hat, S-A-V. You can see it, S-A-V, seaport, and the Georgia peach. Oh, where is it? Where my peach go? Did I peach? We are Savannah Strong because we show Savannah love. And so we're celebrating today 288 years of the city of Savannah. And let me tell you something. And what I appreciate about Savannah, and y'all know I go hard in the paint for my city. And what I appreciate about Savannah is this, and be very clear, that 288 years ago, Savannah was a whole lot different than it is now. 288 years ago, people who looked like me were brought over this way. 288 years ago, and all of that after that, there were 5 prohibitions in the city of Savannah, and one of them was not having slaves. Hey, good to see you, Nicole. You couldn't have slaves, so they brought slaves over from South Carolina. This is a city that General Sherman gave as a gift. This is a city that had gone through the civil, Clay, you have one opportunity. You come in here trying to act all crazy, um, you'll be put in timeout. Good to see Alderman Nick Palumbo. Happy Friday. But I mean, this is the same city at one point that people could not walk on some other sides of town. People who look like me could not go. Hey, Pastor Damian Gordon, thank you for joining us. People couldn't walk across Forsyth Park. There were people who couldn't go downtown. There was people that had to ride the back of buses and had segregated places. This is the same city. That a place where my father and my grandmother and my grandfather, aunts and uncles had to ride on backs of buses is the same place where their son and grandson could be the fourth African American mayor of this city. The same city that's had two female mayors. And so we are getting better every single day. We are not where we need to be yet, but we're working there. And we're working there because we're getting to get better together. And so this is a part of our love affair that makes our great city great. And I thank you all for being such an awesome part of that. Again, we could not do it without you. We couldn't do it without you. Can't do it without you. So, again, I know, this is booed up weekend. And so, we'll let y'all go be booed up with who you're going to be booed up with. I will strongly suggest that this is not the weekend for new boo-ups. Okay? If you're not already living with your boo, this is not the weekend for it. Okay? And the reason why is because we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Remember? All right, Lauren and Nikolai are here. We're glad that you're here. Carol, thank you so much as well. Tia, thank you for joining us. Glad to have you. So, this is, we're just trying to get better, and we're trying to do better. And so, we know some of y'all had these Super Bowl parties because, of course, you put the pictures up on Instagram. And so there were some people that I stayed away from this weekend. I stayed away from you all this week because I saw what you did over the weekend. I saw you. You was on Instagram. I saw it. So, I'm just saying, boo up by yourself if you're not already, living with your boo, whoever that is. And so this is the time of love, and so we love you, and we want to show love for our city. Sean, good to see you. We're doing well, and yes, Marianne, this is Black History Month as well, and we have the Black Heritage Festival going on, and we're glad that you all, hopefully will take an opportunity to look and see what's going on. So tonight, I promise, because I'm going to, well, Maggie, why are you not going to boo up? Maggie, what's wrong? And Liza, no, I'm not booed up. Man, look, it's pandemic. I am here. I am booed up with my mask. Is who I'm booed up with. Van is not trying to get corona. Y'all want to meet my boo? Here's my boo right here. This is her. And I put her on, and this is how we spend our time. Me and her. This is how I boo up. And I boo up by doing that, and I boo up by doing that. So, just wanted to tell y'all that. Hey, Rashida, thank you for joining us. So, well, Lakeisha, if you wear your mask, wash your hands, and we get our numbers down, we'll do better. Hopefully, hey, India, I love you too. This is the time for us to act like we have some sense. Nicole, what's her name? I'll keep that to myself. You're being messy. All right, so for those of you who got your first dose, we would love that. Liza, of course, I'll Zoom you to class. Bernice, are you all the way from Washington State? Good to see you. Glad to have you on with us. So any questions, I certainly will answer those today. She is pretty in blue, right? Debbie, you do not know her name. You're being messy again. Mardell, good evening to see you. And so we'll answer a couple of questions, and then we'll see where it leads us, and then we'll be out on time so that we can get to our weekend. Us moms don't want to boo up. We want our husbands to take the children and get lost for 24 hours. I'm sure. I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we know the path out of this. We know if we wash our hands, we wear a mask, we watch our distance, we know we can get out of this. And we want to thank all of you. Hey, all right, good to see you, Pastor White. Matter of fact, I just left an event that I thought I would see you, and I didn't see you. So I don't know what's going on with that. Mildred said folks won't do right. Well, we know everybody here is doing right as well. So Tia got her first dose. We're glad about that. You'll take your husband and then Nana husband and Nana can have them for the weekend. Linda, you being in grown folks business. And thank you, James. As soon as it's safe to travel, we want you here. We do want you here. We want you here, and we want you to be safe. So anything I could talk about, we'll talk about. We're still looking for people to be able to help. Georgia Responds. We posted that information already, so that you would know where that is. And so, please go ahead and take that opportunity to do that. Also, we want to make sure. Oh, so Molly Lieberman has finally showed up. Good. If you have the opportunity, if you're 65 and over right now, we're in phase 1A plus. So if you have the opportunity to do that, to get the vaccine, go ahead and get the vaccine. If you are a caregiver of someone above the age of 65, if you're taking care of grandmama and them, or your mom or dad, go ahead, get the vaccine. That's the way we're going to get out of this, wearing a mask and doing better. Christine says you have ideas for renaming Calhoun Square. Well, we haven't really talked about it yet, but, we're open to talking. All right. Marissa? Well, first of all, Marissa, you can't come in late asking questions that have already been asked. Secondly, I'm wearing brown today, but I have on this gray hat, and so people want to know where they can get the hats from. So everybody want to know, hey, Pastor Drew, I saw you this morning on the county commission meeting. Great job. 34 years with the same boo, and y'all are sleeping this weekend. I guess 34 years, I guess y'all need to be sleeping. So Pastor Andrew Young, 34 years as well. We appreciate that. Folks under 65, we're hoping the sooner we can get phase 1A plus and first responders done, we can move the people younger. So let's go ahead and get that. Done. Mardell just got the Georgia NAACP President's Lifetime Achievement Award, and you are very deserving for it because you put in time and work with our local chapter of the NAACP. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Let's see. Ella, hey, good to see the Honorable Jeff Booker from Seabright, New Jersey. Wow, all the way from the coast of New Jersey. Glad to have you on, Brother Jeff. Ella got her first dose on Wednesday. It had you in bed with 2 days with headaches, fever, and chills. Those are some of the side effects. That's true. Matter of fact, I have Dr. Chris Rusting on here, and I'm sure, Dr. Rusting, anything you want to tell us, when we're going to move to our next phase? Some folks are asking. So if you could put something in the chat, Dr. Rusting is our Chatham County Health Director, does a phenomenal job working with us. And so throw some information on there for us. You know what? If any of you all had COVID, put that in here. Just say you had COVID and how bad it was. I think people need to know because I've seen people. A guy came to me and he said, you know what? I said I wasn't wearing no mask and I was going to do what I was going to do, and then come to find out he got COVID. And then when he got COVID, the funny part about it, once he got COVID, all of a sudden, he got it real bad. And he called me, or sent me a message to apologize because he said, it was real. And so we don't want people to have to go through that. Marissa says inbox her for information about the hats as well. Valeria. Oh, no, we were going to be here. Angelo Bosco, I'm still mad with you and your entire family, and you know why. LaShawn, Says, hey, LaShawn, thank you for being a frontline COVID caregiver, and you are vaccinated. That's very good. And Debbie wants to know all the single men tonight. So if you're a single man, go ahead and just put you're single, okay? Because Debbie wants to check you out. That's what date night does. We just help everybody from COVID to vaccinations to matchmaking. So if you're a single man and you're out there, go ahead and do it. Now with Debbie, you got to have a job, you got to have good credit, you have to have all your teeth. You can't have no felonies, no priors or anything. So she's real picky, so be real careful with her. Tanya got both doses. Ja, I have not gotten the shot yet. And to be honest with you, it's because I don't want to get the shot and somebody's over 65 don't get it. So I'm considered an essential worker. I probably will end up having to get it soon just because of the role that I play. But I have not gotten it as of yet. So Dana got her first dose and no side effects. All right. So Dr. Rustin says still in the planning phases. There's still a lot of people 65 or older that need to be vaccinated. Dr. Rustin, do you have an idea of how many people we've already vaccinated in Chatham County? If you have that, we would love to know that. Liza said she has it, but you're not getting the vaccine. Rebecca, vaccines for teachers. Well, we would love vaccines for teachers, but again, that comes from the state. You know, that's nothing our local health department gets to determine. That's determined from the state. Colleen says has a friend in her early 40s, been in the hospital with COVID for a week now, so we'll keep her in your prayers, your friend name. Sharon says she spent 13 days in the hospital, 9 of them in ICU. Sharon, we are so glad that you're all right, and we're so glad you're with us on date night. Shauna, well, I don't know why you're late, but you're forgiven. Now, Tadisha says her kids, and her mother, and your mother was hospitalized. I hope your mom is doing better as well. Hey, Gail, good to see you. And Tracy, good to see you as well. Terry, hello. Mary, hello as well. Yeah, Erin, no, I have not gotten the vaccine. Sharon is fully recovered. Hey, I am Iron Bull. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Antoinette says, shoot your shot. Well, you can't. All right. Catalina, we were looking for you, and you're late, so we have to put you in timeout. If I volunteer, do you get the shot? Dr. Rustin, that's a Dr. Rustin question. Dr. Rustin, if someone volunteers, do they get the shot? All right. Ramona says vaccinate teachers. Glenda says she's with Debbie. Trudy says make it plain. We good to see Janet on with us as well. Audra is finishing up her 14 days after testing positive, with the only symptom being a cough. Nothing else, mild case, and probably because you take a lot of vitamins and supplements. Well, Audra, we are glad that you are okay as well. Oh, wait a minute. So we're glad that you're okay. Hannah is late as well. Hannah, we don't like for you to be late, but we're glad that you're with us. Valeria says her daddy got his vaccine on Thursday. Georgette, your mom is still waiting. All right, well, we need to see that. What's going on? Hey, Ken Slats. Thank you, Ken. Good to see you as well. Hey, Tabitha Odell. Thank you for joining us, Tab. Glad to have you on with us. 64, you can't wait till you get the vaccine, Trudy. When's your birthday? I mean, let's sing happy birthday for you now and let you get the vaccine. Lakeisha says her sister was in the hospital for a few days, fever 106, has asthma, and then beginning pneumonia, breathing treatments. It was bad. Hopefully she is doing better. Todd, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Tadisha, I'm glad that you're much better. Dr. Russell says the health department has vaccinated 22,500 people. Now, that 22,500 people in Chatham County, or is that the Coastal Health District? Okay, thank you. That's correct. That's right, Dr. Young. Dr. Rustin just confirmed what you said. Hey, Tanya, look, you saw why I ran out, right? I had to get over here. Ramona says she's got both doses, no side effects. All right, so I'm glad that you're okay as well. Mardell has one appointment February 18th. Don't be afraid. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Faith is faith is the faith is taking the first step without seeing the whole staircase. You're gonna be fine. Um, Catalina, we forgive you. Um, hey, Betty, thank you for joining us as well. And Anika, thank you for joining us. Let's see. Elise says her pal Joe passed from COVID this morning. Wow. Well, Elise, to your friend and to his family, they're in our thoughts and prayers as well. Um, and Glenda's already got hers. We don't want people. Renee had it as well. I mean, again, the question becomes this: would you rather have the shot or would you rather get COVID? And from people who have gotten COVID, and maybe we'll ask those who've had COVID. I mean, some people I know they're like, no. COVID seems to be like a real opportunistic type of infection because what happens is it just seems like if you have heart problems, you have worse heart problems. Um, if you have breathing problems, you have worse breathing problems. And then, a lot of people that I've known that have had COVID, some have just like dropped dead. They just stop breathing, have a heart attack, which is really strange. Okay, so the 22,500 for Chatham County. Inez, you're so well. You're 66 years old, and your husband and son just passed away. Miss Inez, you don't want to bother me with your problems. Miss Inez Jones, you lost your husband and your son, and you're ready to lose your house. Well, let's see what we can do. Miss Inez, inbox me your information, okay? And let's see what's going on and see how we could be of help, okay? You just hang in there, okay? Um, I don't know. I guess Monica. I don't know when we'll be in phase 1C. I think it depends on when we get through these other phases. Shauna, your mom had COVID, but she's okay. Bridget, thank you so much. Dr. Silva is a really smart guy, smarter than the average bear. He got his first shot, and he gets his second one on the 20th, no side effects. Very good. Sandy gets her second dose on the 20th as well. Colleen, no, but I can talk about it, Colleen. All right, good. So, Dr. Rustin, so next week you're gonna be my guest, okay? Next week you're gonna be my guest, and we're gonna talk all things COVID, and we really want it specific to Savannah, as specific as Savannah as we can get it, okay? Hey, Iron Bowl, the light when you turn on MLK Henry's a bad light. Send me an inbox on that and let me get that looked into. Um, and your nephew, 60 years old, got it. Mom who had heart issues got it. All right. See, LaShawn says ICU is worse than anyone can imagine. Stacy, you're late, but we're glad that you're with us. We appreciate you coming. And what proof is needed for part-time Chatham resident to get vaccine? I don't know, but Dr. Russell can tell us. And that, hey, Miss Annette, good to see you. Right. I understand. I mean, I know you're concerned for your mother and your sister, but I mean, I think the best thing you could do is not to bring it to them. I mean, if you're not vaccinated, you might pull this thing on. Dr. Young, I'll talk about that as well. So let me go back. So we started Broughton Street improvements. It was a multi-million-dollar project. It was passed by the last council and then implemented by this council. We started, and right after they asked us to wait until after St. Patrick's Day, and then of course we've been in a COVID environment. So on Broughton Street, we've been tearing up the streets to relocate. Again, Savannah is 288 years old. We have old pipes, we have old water lines, and we've been replacing those to be able to extend sidewalks, and do beautification things. And so when you dig into old stuff, you often find stuff that you weren't looking for. And so there were some delays. My issue with that is I don't think that the city of Savannah communicated the delays as well as we should have, and we take responsibility for that. Things happen, but I think the city has a responsibility to keep people informed, and we didn't keep people informed. So I have spoken with the owners and the managers of those places, and I pledged to them that we will communicate better. I've sent people to talk with them individually, and we will do a much better job of communicating. This particular section of the Broughton Street improvements will be finished by February 18th. So this week it will be finished, and I'm going there to see it myself. Someone asked a question about the ordinance we passed yesterday regarding pedestrians, and it's simple. It's two sides to it. The first side is this: is that people have a right to be where they want to be in the public space. The Supreme Court has upheld that people can be where they want to be. And of course, this pandemic has created situations that have become unusual. And so we have seen, I'm sure all of you have seen, a lot more people in the pedestrian right-of-ways, in turning lanes, off of highways, panhandling. Sometimes it becomes quite aggressive. As a result, it's litter that's left there. But most importantly, it's dangerous. There are people that are darting out into streets. When you're coming down, we've had some people lose their lives because they were hit by cars. The streets are made for cars and it's made for crossing. It's not made for the activity that we see. So I think the city council showed great foresight in being able to find ways to protect not only our pedestrians but our drivers. And so this allows us to do enforcement as it relates to people who are, if they're staying in the median, they can stay in the median, but going back and forth and that type of activity is dangerous for everybody. So that's essentially what the deal is as it relates to that. Hey, Tawana, thank you so much. I'm glad y'all are praying for Miss Inez. We're going to find out what's going on with her. Hey, Valerie, good to see you. And hey, Matthew, good to see you. Hope all is going well with you. Edna says her husband tested negative and was sick for a few days, only to test positive and spend 5 days in ICU, and months later he's trying to recover. Yeah. Edna, we're praying for your husband. We'll be the best county at getting these shouts out. Well, hey, we're doing our best, and Dr. Rustin is going to help us to make it happen. So, we just need you to get them done, get the shots done. Is a task force dealing with the police still interviewing residents? No. We had our last event last Saturday. So I think they did 6 or 7 sessions in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, and on weekends. If you want to send something in writing to them, there is an email address that we can have you to send it to, and I'll send that as well to you. I'll get that out to you. Audra says her friend Kona Gray helped design Broughton Street. All right. At least we do have an archaeology consultant. I mean, we have to, because when you dig in Savannah, you find stuff. Always find stuff. Yeah, I mean, Matthew, we're looking to see it, but the question becomes, when do you do it? So, in a COVID environment where it was less, particularly when the weather was cooler, when it was colder, it was a good opportunity to do it. The problem is it never becomes a good time to do it. Then you have some type of water main break or something, or sewer break, and then you're in a bad position because now you have to do it. So, we're trying to be preventative, and so I think, now it's just really weighing the costs and benefits as of doing it now as opposed to doing it later. Thank you so much, Dr. Young. Thank you, Lita. We appreciate that. We need garbage pickup for the homeless off of Truman, White Bluff area. Chloe, we have a huge truck, a dumpster there. Matter of fact, I checked it on Wednesday, and it was not full. I do check those dumpsters and make sure that we're servicing them, and we have water buffaloes there as well to make sure that they have fresh water. Hannah wants to know, do I have any advice for people working in essential jobs, but the business is not enforcing masks? Um, yeah. Hannah, it's a rough place, and this is why, and I know people thought I'm being mean about it, but that's why I keep calling on Governor Kemp to mandate masks statewide. The problem is that in the city of Savannah, we mandate masks. We can only mandate them in the public space. The governor has said that, well, private businesses can decide whether they want to do it or not. The problem with that is that means you can wear a mask. You have to wear a mask outside, but when you go inside, for people like you, it's not cool. So inbox me your business. I'll see if I can call them and, maybe talk to them a little bit. But I mean, it's not fair to y'all. So all I can tell you to do, you got to work, mask up, protect yourself, put some gloves on, and because money is nasty. Yeah, it's nasty. Tawana lives in Salt Lake City, Utah. I know that's cold. Um, oh wow, okay. You get a badge, your name, and information on it. Well, I think the problem is folks here. Although people in Savannah are really generous, we saw got some information that folks panhandling here actually make thousands of dollars. I mean, because people here care. They care. Hey, hello, the Schumann family. Good to see you on. Um, hey, Carol, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, this is not work. This is date night. This is us together. Oh, on Monday we're going to be talking about evictions. On Motivational Mondays, we'll be talking about evictions during this pandemic. So I'll post that. Make sure you join us at 7 o'clock on Monday. So make sure you're with us. Tell everybody, okay? Hey Tanya, your mom's in town, and she going to Home Goods, right? Your mama, boy, it's a trip. Thank you, Shauna. Me and Maisha, Motivation Mondays. We're starting back up on Monday, on this coming Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. We'll be talking about evictions. So make sure you join us. Hey, Dee Dee, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Steve. Hey, thank you for. I hope I'm your only man, but I'm glad you're with us um, as well. How do you register to receive the vaccine? There is a website, and I will post it on my page as soon as the show is over. Okay. Um, so, what are the requirements to be classified as a caregiver? Do you have to be a full-time caregiver, or can you be a part-time caregiver? You can be a full-time or part-time caregiver. I mean, and again, lying doesn't really work out. If you take care of elderly parents, like I do, there are people around here that I do take care of, that I look after, then you're a caregiver. So, um, but thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Um, Hannah, thank you so much. Um, and let's see, double mask, right? Not at the end, at the exit White Bluff. Okay. The homeless are moving to that area and they're piling trash. All right. Well, Chloe, what I will do is I will check into that tomorrow, and we'll see what's happening at the exit at White Bluff. Okay. We'll make sure to do that. Hey, Joe, Jean, thank you so much to see you. And Mary Allen is all the way in Washington State, and I know it's cold. I know it's cold. Um, so, hey, so we got your family in Garden City. Well, you can come back and you can move in Savannah whenever you want to, Mary Allen. We would love to have you here. Oh, LaMonica, yeah, I am wearing two masks. I wear a hospital one, and then I wear another mask over it. If you need masks, I have masks. I'll give you masks like this if you want some. All right. Congress Street has businesses, violators of mask safety and enforcement, so you've been told. No, it's true. It's true. Again, people are coming to Savannah living their best lives and enjoying themselves. We love to have visitors. We appreciate that. They help drive our economy, but they shouldn't drive our economy to the detriment of people who have to work here every day. The mothers, the fathers, the sons and daughters who are just trying to earn an income. And so, that's why we need the governor to do the right thing. If we are consistent and masks are required everywhere, then masks are required everywhere. But it's hard when, on one end, I can wear the mask outside and then I go inside and they say, well, you don't have to wear it. So, we have to do better. All right, Sweet Jones says, place your orders today and get sweets for your suite. Desiree, good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Desiree. You're brand new, so everybody, y'all welcome Desiree. We're glad to have her as well. Hey, Rich, thank you for joining us. And Carolyn, why are you just waking up? I mean, where's Savannah? We want to see Savannah. Hey, brother Everett Talbot, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Christine, good to see you as well. Thank you, Dana. See, Dana is so awesome. Dana, somebody asked about the website for the vaccine, and she has posted it. So thank you so much. Go ahead and check it. Angel, you can get utilities help through the United Way of the Coastal Empire. You just dial 211, or there's a website there, or you can go to EOA, which is the Economic Opportunity Authority, and they have a website and they have a number you can call. We're helping people with past due utilities. We're helping people with past due rent. If you're getting ready to be evicted, we will help you to do that. So the information is right there. All right, let's see what else. All right, LaMonica, thank you. I have to get used to that. Brother Talbot is trying to help me with that. I'm trying to get used to that. Oh, that's right. Rich, that's right. Tomorrow I'll be in Pensacola, Florida via Zoom for their parent university. I'm looking forward to that as well. Yes. Brittany, good to see you. Glad to have you as well with us. Hubby Days, bring basketball team back. Bring back the basketball team in Savannah. Well, right now, what's happening, and people mess it up because they tell, oh, y'all bring a hockey team. They paying to come here. They paying. So we could find a basketball team. I could say it now. I really was interested in bringing the Atlanta Hawks D-League team to Savannah. We were not able to get our arena up quick enough. But, we're still looking for other sports. Hey, Aaron Atandy, the awesome Aaron Atandy. Good to see you as well. And Desiree, see, everybody's giving you love, showing you love. Judy, thank you for joining us as well. Hey, Debbie, why don't you go ahead and post the EOA information, the phone number, and the website so everybody will know that as well. And see, Desiree, this is how we do around here. You live in Savannah, Desiree? I mean, this is how we do. Every Friday night at 8:30, we get together. We have done this every Friday night since March the 20th, 2020. Every Friday night. And the funny part about it is people talk about, look, we started this. We started together. Every Friday night. We did it on Thanksgiving. We did it on Christmas. We did it on New Year's. We stuck together. We've encouraged each other. We've prayed for each other. We've lifted each other up. We've given each other information. We have highlighted our local small businesses. We have supported those businesses. We've raised money for local nonprofits. Y'all did that, not me. I just turn on the computer and y'all do the work and y'all do the rest. So I appreciate y'all. Okay, Linda put another one. Linda put another link in there that might be helpful for you all as well. Dana, see, Dana's at it again. Dana put the EOA one on here as well. And let's see, what else? All right, Desiree. Desiree lives here and wants to help. Well, first thing you have to do is you have to become a part of the Date Night family. So on Monday, we have Motivational Mondays at 7 p.m. And then we'll be back here next Friday until 8:30. And we're going to keep doing this until March the 20th. Matter of fact, let me see what day that'll be. And then we'll decide whether we're going to break up or what we're going to do. So it will be March the 19th, actually. March the 19th will be a year of Friday Night Live. So that's just awesome. We're going to have some party. We're going to do something as well. And Regina just dropped the link, so we thank her for dropping that link. Crystal, thank you as well. EOA told one of your residents they're out of money. That ain't true because they got a bunch of money. So, Nicole, why don't you get Debbie Williams Walker's on here? Connect with Debbie Williams Walker because they should have told them they have plenty of money. Plenty of money. Oh, that's right. I forgot, Hannah. So my date night family talked about my glasses, and so wait. So let me show you, because I actually have them right over here. They talked so bad about my glasses. So these were the glasses I used before, and they talked so bad about them. I mean, they're all right. I thought they were all right. I mean, they do kind of turn every now and then, and they talked so bad about it, and they raised money to buy me some glasses. And so they bought me some glasses from Foresight, and then, that was awesome. And look at these. These are the new glasses. So, now they got me looking all educated and stuff. And so if you ever get a chance, Foresight is an excellent, have excellent eyepieces for you to wear. And I could read, too. It's a whole lot better. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Catalina. We will post that as well. We appreciate BT and Joya joining us. Glenda, I know I can't quit you. I know. Oh, look. So Marjorie Young presents a free online class, PR class, and that's Thursday, March the 25th. So, Catalina, why don't we do this? Why don't you go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll get her booked so that she can come on and talk about that, okay? Oh, yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie drew my blood this week, and it hurt. Stephanie, if I were you, you better get off a date night now, but then we're going to tell them about you. She hurt me, made me cry. So I'm just saying. No, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Hey, Jessica, thank you for joining us as well. And Julia has been with us everyone. So, yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, if you have been with us every date night, I want to know who those people are. If you've been with us every single one. Again, you had to make every single one, and some of y'all missed some. Oh, you know what? Dr. Drew, that would actually work. Have a party on the 19th. Live music. Maybe I could find, you know what? I have an idea. Yeah. You know what? I have an idea about that. So, Hospice Savannah is doing vaccines as well. Jorsette, of course, it's you. Yes. We are approaching our 1-year date anniversary. And so, what I want you to do, also make sure you're liking this page. I want to make sure you're liking this page. Hopefully you like this page so that when we go live, you're able to see what's going on. And then, we want you to share the video as well. So, Carol has some information here as well about the EOA. And Carletha. So what ended up happening was, Carletha, Tabitha told me that you stick people the best, and I didn't know whether I wanted you to stick me. So, we'll go. Thank you, Ella, for that good information. Keisha, good to see you. Keith, hello. Stephanie, thank you for joining us. Jean, thank you very much as well. And Keith, your parents and y'all got y'all vaccines. Hopefully y'all are doing all right. So we're glad about that. No, Carolyn, I don't wear the old glasses when you're not around. They're just there. They're just there. They're just there. Um, and let's see. Um, Dana missed one, just one. Block party. That might be a good idea. Hey, Joyce, good to see you as well. We need Dr. Barry to sing. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll get her on there as well. Hey, Pastor Andre Osborne, good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. The man, the myth, and the legend. Good to see you, sir. Um, yeah, we have to do something for date night. We have to do something. Stephanie's received both shots. Hopefully you're doing all right, and we're glad to have Jerry on. Lynette has not missed one. Hey, Sharon, thank you for joining us. Uh, Always a pleasure to see you on as well, and thank you for what you do for us at CAT. We are glad to have you. Carol says she's missed 4 or 5 of them. Joan has not missed one, so we appreciate her for that. Um, Jacob Evans for live music. All right, shoot me that information. Um, oh, Eric Jones versus Eric Bragg. Whoa. Whoa. The only problem is that Eric Jones doesn't really sing. Eric Bragg does. But that's an idea. Think about that. How could you get our seniors, elderly, vaccinated without standing in line in the elements? Again, that's an issue. Desiree, we have Dr. Rustin on. We're trying to get that part worked out. So Dr. Rustin, when you get a chance, let's go ahead and respond to that for next week as well. Francis, good evening to you. Sheila's missed one. Hey, Phyllis, thank you for joining us. Rebecca, be nice, be nice. Well, that's what I was saying. Well, you know what? Andre Osborne plays too. So you know what? That's what we're gonna do. I have a great idea. I was thinking about Huxley, so I have this great idea. I'm gonna tell you about it. Now, Tammy, I'm getting ready to get off, and you coming on late. Go in the corner. I'm sorry. Hey, Grace, thank you for joining us. But I have an idea. It's going to be an evening of inspiration. I have a great idea for it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it. It is going to be. No, Pastor Andre, no, sir. We're going to throw you back in there. Hey, Sharon, thank you for joining us. I have a great idea. Y'all have given me a great idea for our 1-year anniversary. I'm going to start working on that now. March the 19th will be 1 year of Friday Date Night Live. So we'll figure something out. Well, Georgina, no, when we can meet, we're going to meet in person. Molly is going to do anniversary crafts. But hey, you know what? Maybe we should do Andrew versus Andre. Andrew versus Andre. I like that. Hey, Julie, I know he sings. I know he sings and he plays. So, yeah, I had some ideas. Y'all gave me a good idea. Joycette, what you scared of, sweetie? What you scared of? Don't be scared. But I like that. Andrew versus Andre, and then we could have Eric versus Eric, and we can have our own verses. Look, y'all have some stuff in my mind now. Y'all have some stuff in my mind, and so I'm gonna come up with the lineup. It's gonna be cool. It is gonna be absolutely cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. Now, Dr. Drew, you have always done what I've asked you to do, so. I got something for you to do. I need you to do it. I need you to do it. Okay? So, you wait. This is going to be good. So, anyway, hey, I'm going to start, Elena, I'm going to start writing them down. I'm going to start asking some people, And then, hey, it's going to be an awesome celebration of a good year, of a year that although we caught hell, although it was a year of loss, um, if it was a year of a variety of trauma, but for us, if it was not for COVID, we would not be together because we would all be too busy doing what we do. And I believe, and I've learned, and the older I've gotten, and I mean, I didn't always feel this way, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. And I'm foolish enough to believe that all things work together for good. All things, even bad things, that they work together for your good. And you may not understand the reason why. And sometimes you may never know the reason why. But I know for me, you look around and you see things that have happened, and you recognize that this pandemic thing has shifted us. You know what? I'll say this. Now I promise I'm gonna go. But we had gotten so busy. We had gotten so busy. We had gotten so disconnected. We had forgotten to be good stewards of our affluence and our influence. We changed our trajectory from being our brother's keeper, our sister's keeper, to being something else. We changed. And I believe that God, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, said, I need to reset this thing. And it was said earlier that a molecule changed our entire lives. Our entire lives. Our lives became different, much different, in every aspect of the word. You think about that. Because guess what? At one point, there were kids that didn't want to go to school. When we go back, these kids are going to be rushing back to school. Many of us did not appreciate the jobs that our teachers do. But now, we absolutely understand what our teachers do. We appreciate that. Many of us didn't really see the value in small businesses. But yet, we've pulled together to recognize the value that small businesses and recycling dollars do for our entire community. I go a little bit further. Some of us were so lax about going to church and going to worship services and all of that type of thing, and because we were too busy, and now we can't wait to get back. And in turn, our churches and our mosques and our synagogues and our temples have found a new way of ministry. Because I guess we had it twisted that we thought that church and synagogues and those things, that the building was the congregation, but the congregation was the people. And maybe we got too comfortable in our four walls. And so now you see people doing things that they have never, ever done before. And now you see people out there feeding people and clothing people and housing people and visiting people. Now you're seeing that. And you're seeing people reach across in ways like never before. And I'm glad to see Pastor Young on here and Pastor Osborne on here. If you get a chance, check out their ministries. These are two guys on the cutting edge. I mean, hey, when life handed them lemons, they turned around lemonade. And the word is still going forth. And they haven't slowed down. And the difference is that they now have a much larger audience than they ever would have had. Because guess what? I get to come to their services now. I do. I get to go to a whole bunch of people's services now. And now you look at people doing businesses different, and Marjorie Young is really astute at helping businesses to find new ways to be able to exist in this new normal. We got too busy to spend time with our family. We were too busy, and now we're spending time with our family because we have to. And so I'm just saying that when it's all said and done, we all will be better. We'll be hurt. We'll be battered. We'll be bruised. We'll be injured. Some of us will cry. Some of us will be damaged, but we'll be better. We'll be better as people. We'll be better as a community. We'll recognize that we don't have all the answers, that there's somebody bigger than you and I. And that's what makes us Savannah strong, because we show Savannah love. And during this love month, we recognize the most important thing is that it's always been about love. If it wasn't for the pandemic, y'all wouldn't have no time for me on no Friday night. But yet, because of the pandemic, thousands of y'all every Friday night hang out with me, and I hang out with you. And so all of a sudden, my circles become bigger. I feel you praying for me. I feel you encouraging me. I appreciate you helping out each other. I'm sitting here and I'm looking on here, and I'm looking at, that somebody reaches out with information, and I see you encouraging each other. We wouldn't have done that had it not been for this. So we're going to get to the after this. But we have now changed our direction, because God has let us know that the only way we're going to get through this is together. And it doesn't make a difference what color we are. It doesn't make a difference what race we are. It doesn't make any difference of our ages or what side of the community we live on, whether we're rich or poor, whether we're Christian, Jew, whether we're Islamic, or whether we are Baha'i, or if we're UU, a Catholic, or we don't have a religion preference at all. But we're going to be better. 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 I believe that. We're going to be better. We're going to do it together. And when this is all said and done, we're going to get together, and we're going to have Friday night for real. And boy, it's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. Because some of y'all, I know your names, but I want to be able to see you and finally just like, hug you, say yes, 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 yes. We're going to be better. We're going to be greater. We're going to be better. We're going to be greater. We're going to be better. We're going to be greater. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be a little bit late today. But we're going to be all right. So for those of you who are being down, and you know what? I know, this is hard sometimes. I know it's difficult sometimes. But, I want you to know we're going to be all right. We've come too far. We've lost too much to turn around now. We're not going to turn back. And guess what? We're not leaving any stragglers. So if you've fallen down, we're going to pick you up and carry you. If you need help, we have enough strong shoulders to be able to do this. We're going to do it. 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 We're going to get across that finish line together. And we're going to sit back and we're going to talk about the days when we had COVID and this COVID in our communities. And we're going to teach our children how to be stronger and be more resilient from our example. And we'll say that we did it, the Lord did it, and we did it together. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Monday night. We'll see you Monday for Motivational Mondays. We'll see you Monday for Motivational Mondays. And then we will see you next Friday night. And we'll be talking again. We're all in this together. Matter of fact, Ed, I should go ahead and hit this right quick. Let me see. Let me hit it right quick. I know y'all don't know anything about this, but well, I'll play it next week. Hannah, I want to hug you too. We're looking forward to it. Good night. God bless you all. We are Savannah Strong. Happy birthday, Savannah.